The American Dental Association says tooth whitening has become one of the most popular cosmetic procedures. It's up more than 300% over the past few years, but with laser treatments, whitening kits, and all those over-the-counter strips, hard to know what really works out there. So sorting it all out for us is Linda Wells, editor-in-chief of Allure magazine, and cosmetic dentist Catrise Austin, the author of 5 Steps to the Hollywood A-List Smile. Good morning to you, ladies.
Good morning.
Well, Linda, why did you want to report on teeth whitening as an industry?
Teeth whitening is so big right now. It's really become a part of grooming, and you realize that every celebrity has white teeth. They've all had bleaching treatments, and so it raises the bar immediately. And it turns out, we found out that after age 30, your teeth start to age much the same way your skin does, so bad news. But the good news is there's a lot you can do about it. But your enamel gets thinner and your discoloration shows, so you can start to deal with it right away.
And it really shows your age, your smile.
Right,
so,
right.
and were you surprised by any of the research?
We were surprised. We were surprised about some of the things that cause the darkening of the teeth. I think some things like white wine make your teeth more vulnerable to darker stains. So there were a lot of surprises in it, yes.
Okay, and Dr. Austin, I mean, tooth whitening not for everyone. Who first should not consider doing the tooth whitening?
Anyone that has tartar buildup, cavities, gum disease, or may be experiencing sensitivity shouldn't do the whitening. Consult your dentist first. And anyone who has brown or gray discolorations should not consider the whitening.
And if you have a lot of dental restoration, crowns or other kinds of moldings, is that something that's also going to be affected? Is the enamel going to be broken down, as we often hear, by doing treatments?
No, the gels are very safe, but they won't whiten your existing dental restorations, so you want to consult with your dentist again.
Okay, so let's talk about the benefits. 3 different types of treatment. First, by a medical professional in the office. What are the benefits? What are the pros and cons?
Well, in the office, we use the strongest gels on the market, which can potentially whiten your teeth, average of 6 to 11 shades whiter in just 1 hour. And they're great for people who have moderate to severe discolorations.
The cost, obviously, going to be a little bit more.
It's pretty expensive, about $600 to $800.
Does it last any longer because you're getting it in a dentist's office?
It will last just about the same as any other method, anywhere between 1.5 years to 2 years, depending on your habits.
Okay, now what if they give you those molds and you get, the take-home kits then, but using their solutions, the at-home kits? Is that any better?
The gels aren't as strong as the in-office whiteners, but they are effective, great for anyone who has mild to moderate discolorations, and very convenient and more cost-effective, ranging anywhere between $200 to $400.
Right. So the benefits of that, is it longer term too?
Well, the benefits is that it's more affordable mostly, and you have more control at home.
Okay. And then now let's talk about over-the-counter. And there's so many products on the market right now over-the-counter. I mean, it seems like every day there's something new. And what really works in your opinion? I mean, we see so much out there.
Anything that has hydrogen peroxide, which is the active ingredient. I love what you have on the table. The Crest White strips are great, most popular on the market. And again, they're the most affordable, so anyone who is on an extreme budget, this is an option for you, and it actually works.
Now, do you have to do these longer? You have to stick with these things a little bit longer to see the results,
3 to 7 days, 3 to 10 days. It's very...
The new ones actually only take 3 days. You only have to use them for half an hour, and they're actually better than the over-the-counter trays, because the over-the-counter trays aren't fitted to your mouth, and so the bleach can not hit your teeth, or it can irritate your gums. So the Crest 3D white strips, they're the highest amount of hydrogen peroxide on the market.
Allure tested all of these.
We tested all of these.
These are all the things that you like.
Yeah, and so the white strips really whiten the teeth. They're not as fast as the in-office procedure, but they're very effective. And then the Listerine whitening rinse you can use before you brush your teeth, and it just is a preventive, and it helps a little bit, but it's not the same kind of power as the whitening strips. And also you can use a whitening toothpaste. Easy to use, and it just is a little bit abrasive, and it takes off some of the buildup.
Now, some of the other tips out there, which I thought was very interesting, is that you say you should also eat foods that are high in cellulose, such as we have here, carrots, celery, and kale. So what do these do to help
You're going to have a lot of kale right afterwards, but what it does is it just breaks down some of the bacteria on your teeth, so it helps. So if you're drinking a glass of wine, you might want to think about, having some crudité with wine, but I don't know how many people are going to have kale with their wine.
Exactly, with their wine. And that's the other thing, wine, coffee, those are things. So you want to drink through a straw.
Well, you can drink them through a straw if you're so inclined. Hot coffee through a straw.
Hot coffee or wine through a straw.
Dentists
that's a good
often say
idea.
you can put Vaseline on your teeth as well, but that also seems a little extreme. The easiest thing to do is to follow your wine or coffee with a glass of water, because it takes a little while for the pigments to really get in there, and you can kind of chase it with water, and then you're healthy and you don't have the stained teeth.
All right. Well, appreciate it as always, Linda Wells and Catrise Austin. Thank you so much.